right, hi everyone. Hopefully we can keep our energy for this last one and bring it home. I'm Priya, founder of Inclusively.ai, and I need a clipper. Right here. All right, we're back. I'm Priya. This is my colleague, Joyce. She's leading our GTM strategy, and Yeti, who's leading our product. She says hi from Korea. We're all used to hearing, hey guys. What if I said, hey gals? It should feel the same, but it doesn't. How about, hey everyone? And this is something that even our team wrestles with. Sometimes we can be well-intentioned, but still struggle to find the right choice of words. And inclusion in Web3 is even more pressing problem. Web3 companies are struggling to attract and retain diverse talent. At Coinbase, only 3% employees are Black. The majority of them left in less than a year because they felt their managers didn't foster an inclusive environment. Even some of the leading NFT marketplaces are led by people of the same race and gender. We need diverse people to build inclusive products, and this will unlock the next billion users on Web3. Companies still lack actionable tools to transform daily habits. We don't have a playbook for inclusion. How do we drive inclusion? And this is where Inclusively steps in. We believe inclusion starts with the right language. Your words represent your culture. Our goal is to be the first language enterprise neutrality engine. Here you see an example of a job description from one of the leading crypto companies. And what we use is an algorithm to detect phrases that could be exclusionary and suggest alternate phrases. For example, using inspired by instead of driven by can resonate with 60% more women. And you can get an overall inclusion score on the right, tone, and some actions on how you can improve the job description to cater to a much broader talent. And our use cases extend beyond just job description. You can think about customer success, interfacing with users across the world, especially in metaverse, or brands creating their identities in the avatars. We're able to capture nuanced communication and span across different elements of language, detect discrimination, microaggression, and condescension. We're able to do nuanced communication detection through our deep technology stacks. We have 4 key facets. First, we're using proprietary data sets that are catered towards corporate communication. We have over 1 million emails that we have acquired, and they're increasing with the local and global feedback loops. Second, we're using cutting-edge NLP to train our embeddings that are catered towards enterprise communication. Third, we work with we have set up an in-house data labeling process with DEI experts in the loop. And lastly, for maximum privacy protection, we have anonymized all our data sets. We're sitting at the intersection of tools like Grammarly, which are mainly focused on rigid rules of grammar and diction. And where we stand out is the focus on enterprise communication and capturing the nuances of language. We're starting with our Language Studio, which is a standalone web app where teams can collaborate for any documentation they need. Then we'll bring enterprise customers. We're already having oversubscribed round for the summer. And after that, our plan is to integrate natively with some of the communication and productivity tools at workplace. We're excited to share our traction, have won a couple of accolades, talked to the chief diversity officers of Fortune 500 companies in Web3 startups, and have an exciting lineup of pilots. Fortunate to have an exceptional team of advisors, industry leaders in product, DEI, and machine learning. Transformation is possible when we embed learnings into our everyday actions. In Web3, we have the opportunity to bring transformation from the beginning. Let's bring everyone in.
That was really great. Thank you so much. I know that Textio, is that how you say it, or is it Textio? Textio, they've been putting out a lot of research around diversity and inclusion. How are you thinking about kind of having a wedge in the market, given that you're a little bit earlier, as it seems they're moving into this space?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are a couple of points of differentiation. First, with Textio, the language models they use are kind of arcane. In our customer interviews, we've heard a lot of false positive and feedback on how the essence of the job description is lost. Often Textio comes back with a job description that hiring managers are like, what? And so there's a difference in the language models that we are building. The focus on an enterprise communication angle is one differentiation. The other thing is this is such a growing area. Our NLP models have just recently become really, really good. And there's space for multiple competitors to coexist.
How are you going to publicly validate the NLP models?
Yeah, so we have partnered with the DEI researchers at MIT, and they have been helping us with the in-house data labeling process. And that is the key to nailing down this problem, because it's really hard, and inclusion is very subjective. Everyone has their own understanding. We want to bring the experts into the labeling process, and that's how we'll be labeling.
This is great. Thank you so much. Coming from Google and Meta, written communication, definitely something I've worked on. I'm also a DEI researcher, so I'm happy to chat. Yeah. Any questions from the audience?
How big is this market, you think?
Yeah, so we're at...
So we're at the intersection of three really exciting domains, so D&I, conversational AI, and coaching more broadly. I think by 2026, companies are expected to spend over $26 billion on D&I efforts, especially in the wake of kind of Black Lives Matter, anti-Asian hate, especially post-COVID too, as people return to the office. A lot of our social connections have been broken down, and trying to kind of reintegrate people into the office is a big priority. And I mean, Grammarly is worth $13 billion. So I think the market more broadly is huge for Web 2 and will only continue to grow with Web 3.
Any more questions?
Yeah.
So first of all, I think it's a very, very cool idea, and kudos on that. So my question is, what about this is Web3?
So that's a great point. I think right now we are trying to have the learnings of Web 2 and transition that to Web 3. I think Web 3 is an incredible opportunity around kind of this virtual world building. It's inherently decentralized, and we're inherently virtual too, which makes language even more important in that Web 3 space.
And I'll just add that the core technology isn't related to Web3, but we are here because we want to help you hire the right talent. So if you're looking for job description and how to create inclusive language, sign up for beta.
Love that. Anyone else? Oh, are you fundraising?
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much. Great day. Thank you for coming.